The ground's wet, so we're gonna go ahead and do it like this. We actually got a rain, believe it or not. My tinder, super simple. It's some dried grass. I'm just gonna put just a little bit on the ground. I'll save that piece of cotton. Then I'm gonna put some little bitty twigs. Just a few. Then I'm gonna put some more grass. Then I'm gonna put some more little bitty twigs. Now I like to start my fire slower than some folks. I don't want I've seen campfires get out of control around here, around this part of the country, and I don't want that to be my fault. There's hundreds of acres of pasture well within wind distance from me. I've got water and a means to get after this if this gets out of control. Got dead fish. Those are important. Got char tin. I've got cotton balls with Vaseline. And I got a ferro rod. I could just use a cigarette lighter in my pocket and we'd be done already. We'd have a fire, a roaring fire. And we'll show y'all a little trick. A few thousand strikes later, you have, you have fire. You have a match that you can light your tinder with. Put your twigs on there. It's only the second or third time I've done that match thing. So there's the proof that any of this stuff you need to think you're going to be able to do out in the bushes, you better get out there and practice. The last little adventure we went on, I never could get a primitive fire going. I said screw it and use my lighter. Could have used this. That would have been, actually I'd have got ember faster. But that's not what we're doing. Did I mention it's like 100 and something degrees out here and I'm building a fire? See that or eat sushi. Yeah. One pretty little lady says, this is the South, sushi's bait. Our water down here is plenty warm. We got all kinds of critters crawling around in our fish. You definitely want to cook them. Never leave your fire making kit laying around when you're done with it. Put it back in your bag. Delicious. Mine. Here's part one. Now, the straighter the stick, the better. But This one will work just fine. Now what we got to do here is we take our blade, come in here behind this back fin. See this? And you just make a little cut. Don't go crazy. It's the scale. Now after you make that little cut, you take the part of your stick that you cleaned off. Real simple like. Just push it through right next to that fin. You're not ruining any meat, so don't worry about it. You pick it up, and then you got to find the little feller's throat, where his throat used to be. And the goal is to come all the way out the mouth with it. It's important you don't make this cut back here any bigger than you have to, because that's what's going to hold the fish up there. I'll show you all the rest. I got to move the camera. I just cooked fish like this down in South Texas. All it did was make me hungry for more. Put a stick over there. Put a stick over there. Just as needed. And ladies and gentlemen, see, I mean, you can adjust it over the fire. And then you just let her cook. If you got them, now would be a good time to stick you some wild edibles in that cavity. You know, some garlic, some wild onion, whatever. If the hackberries are right, I'd give me a handful of those and drop in there. Cook that sugar down off them seeds down in there. Grab this chicken behind me. Scratch around, messing up the video. What are you doing, Orange? Yes, straight is important. Under these trees, you can smell this fire, but it's not putting out a great deal of smoke because I ain't putting anything big or anywhere close to wet on there. This is all super dry, super flammable stuff. It's more work, but it's less likely somebody would see what you're doing from a distance. It's not going to really matter though, guys. If you light a fire, if somebody's looking for you, they're going to find you. Nighttime, daytime. Daytime they'll smell it. Nighttime they'll see it. If you've got to build a fire at night, make it alcohol. A real alcohol stove. They burn blue. Blue light ain't as visible at night. Still visible, but not as visible. This is Wes, sitting out here in my future meditation garden, cooking a fish. Meditation garden. This is just some place called Hot for the Chores. Build me a little chair right here. Hadn't found me a hackberry and all this out here yet. That I said that, and I see one over there maybe. All this stuff is twisted and mangled up like you wouldn't believe. I don't know if you could get a bow out of this. If you did, it'd be a short one. I got this. Be a good one too. Walking stick over there. May cheat a little bit for this evening sun. Drag a water hose out here and water the snot out of that one mesquite tree right there. Don't take much water to set them things off to putting on foliage. And they're surprisingly good shade. They're better than nothing, that's for sure. Best shade all around, man. The best shade tree ever is a mulberry tree. And I don't mean one of them fruitless mulberries either. Those mutated, man-made, useless shade. That's all they are, is a shade tree. Mulberry puts off some of the sweetest, best fruit ever. Everything out there wants to get some of it. Birds, raccoons, squirrels, bees, spiders, me. And people don't plant them. They want those fruitless things. It's gonna get on my car. You got a car for it or something, don't you? Garage. All that junk that you've been storing in the garage for 20 years out somewhere else. If you're using your garage for a workshop, I understand that. Maybe you reckon you ought to go to the backyard and build yourself a workshop? I thought there was some kind of rule against changing stuff up to suit us. We're not allowed to breed animal to animal to come up with hybrids. Is it really our place to breed trees to a point where, or mess with trees to a point where they don't make fruit? Oh, those are firewood, according to the Bible. I cut down trees on my property, I'll plant a fruit tree. I don't cut down as many mesquites as I probably should around here. You know why? Because they put off food. The biggest food crop I got on this piece of property is mesquite. Sun's finally going, drop down below the 5 o'clock point. Got a little breeze coming through here. Probably no wind noise to y'all. To me, it's a breeze. Got a couple little trees I'm gonna have to get out of here. They're not gonna live anyway. They die off every year from lack of sunlight. It may take a while to get this together. I ain't got time to mess with this little garden thing. I can see it in my head though. Needs to be 2 chairs. One for me and one for the wife. And we can come out here and sit in the cool evenings and watch the sun going down through them trees. breeze will be at our back almost every night. And put a little rock table right there of sorts. It's going to be in the ground. I've got a few little paving flagstones, enough to put a little area that don't have to worry about burning the tree roots and hurting the trees. And that way, if we want to come back here and start a little fire and it's a little cool or whatever, it's not going to hurt nothing. Y'all met my dog yet? Where's my dog? Dog. Come on, Sadie. What are you doing? Trying to figure out what I'm out here in the tree for? Or did you smell that fish cooking? You ain't getting my fish. Is that okay? Do you want my fish? What are you good for? You good for anything? She's not good for nothing. Come by. Come by. Okay, bye. See y'all later. Moment of truth. Said this before, but this is literally, it's like my favorite fish ever. I don't know how to describe the taste. I've had flounder, I've had whitefish, I've had snapper. It doesn't have the same texture most people associate with fish. It's not real flaky. It's you can tell it's a strong swimmer. You can also tell by the flavor that it eats a good diet. This ain't a trash eating fish. They're fun to catch. They're easy to cook. They're delicious to eat. They've got more fat on them than your other breeds of fish do, because they don't waste any energy to eat. Did I mention this was good? Closest thing I can come to is it was like a whiting, maybe. A whiting fish. It's got a very light, fishy flavor, and it's oily. It's really oily. It's absolutely delicious. You need to get out. You need to go fish. You need to catch something, you need to cook it, and you need to eat it. Word of caution, check your local lakes and make sure that you can eat. Your lakes and rivers, make sure you can eat what you take out of it. I can go 20 miles that way and not die. Go 30 miles that way, eat too much, I get real sick. That's a prettier lake. Can't eat the fish. Look it up, make a phone call. Gotta have some fun. God bless, y'all stay alive, don't die.